fool. I'm like, I never want to be a fool. Who wants to be a fool? I don't want to do that. So I'm like, you know what? God is in me. I didn't have this thought on my own. If I'm supposed to feed this thought, give me the strength, the tools, and the peace to handle it. And if it happens, it happens. Yeah, and I wasn't doing that. Went into that classroom, and my teacher was a student from the time I was a student in 2013, 2014. And she looked over me and was like, you look so familiar. And I'm looking like, please don't I say where you know me from. Like, please don't say you know from. And when I had to stand up and introduce myself, she was like, you're Shelby. I knew it. She was like, you was here. And I'm like, I know.
Welcome to another episode of Salon Talk Literally, the podcast where we dive into a world of beauty, business, and everything in between.
We're here to bring you the real, the raw, and of course, the literal truth about what it's like working in the beauty industry with a few laughs along the way.
And we've got a really dope guest lined up for you today. All right, now let's get into today's topic. Trust me, you literally don't want to miss this one.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Salon Talk Literally podcast. I'm your host, Diamond.
And I'm Key.
And on today's episode, we have a very special guest. Her name is Miss Shelby Taj. She is a Detroit native who turned her passion for hairstyling into a thriving career. After spending 11 years in Atlanta perfecting her craft and even attending cosmetology school twice to master her skills, she made a bold move to Dallas, Texas, where she has rebuilt her clientele almost overnight using the power of TikTok. Known for her quick weaves, silk press, and flawless extensions, Shelby is more than just a hairstylist. She's a storyteller. Now an author of a book about the many names of God, Shelby blends faith, resilience, and creativity into every aspect of her journey. Y'all, let's welcome Shelby to the show.
Hi, guys.
Yes, thank you so much for
amazing.
being here. This is a beautiful bio, and we love the work that you're doing, so keep doing it.
I will. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Look, I'm just happy to be here.
Happy to be here. And it's so good to like when it's so refreshing when you get to meet other stylists too,
Yes.
and then just seeing, like the energy that you have, and that we know that a lot of things don't come upon just by mistake. It's always an alignment type of thing. So
Absolutely.
we are just so grateful that you took the time out of your day and to come here. So
Yes, we are.
We appreciate that so much. You explained to us that you're from Detroit.
I am. I'm from I'ma still call it the Big D, even though I think Dallas is huge, but Detroit is the Big D.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm from Detroit. I moved from Detroit when I was 21, moved to Atlanta in 2013, and I stayed there 11 years.
Wow.
And
So how was it living in Atlanta? Like,
it was good. It served its purpose. I'm not gonna say that I hated it. It definitely served its purpose.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. I think my goal was to learn how to build my clientele, master my craft, and move my family there. So once I moved there, my whole family, except my dad, moved to Atlanta. So everybody still stayed there. So it's like they just followed me.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So then you turned around and left there.
When I tell you they were pissed, I didn't even see any of my family the day I left. I only see my nephew. My mama didn't come see me. My sister, they were so
They
upset.
was mad.
They were pissed. They like the
They
nerve
like,
of
we
you to leave
left.
us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm the baby, and I'm the favorite. No offense, Cherry,
Literally
I'm the favorite. So it's kind of like
You
they
know,
just
we all think we the
said.
favorite, but
I know.
Baby, I know I'm the favorite.
I know for a fact. For sure. My dad knows. So it's like,
Yes.
Yes.
So dang. So what brought you to Dallas?
What really brought you to Dallas?
Well, I wanted something different. Let's start there. I wanted something different. I knew once I went back to hair school the second time, I needed something new. God told me that if I would have stayed in Atlanta, I was only going to be a hairstylist. I'm bigger than that.
Yes.
Like, I'm much bigger than that. I've been doing hair since I was in the 10th grade. My hands and my back and my feet hurt bad. Mentally, I'm congested, but I love doing hair. I really do. So I wanted something different. And once I graduated hair school, I told everybody in school, I'm moving to Texas. Like, I'm going to Houston. I'm moving to Texas. I had it in my mind. I'm not staying here. Like, I'm going to Texas. Like, I'm leaving. And I rekindled with a guy that I met years ago, and the opportunity presented itself. Like, you done with school. I was really not tied to anything but my family in Atlanta. Like, My lease was getting ready to be up. Like, I had nothing to lose for real. It was just me and my baby, and it's like, okay, cool. Like, I got faith.
Because she was young at the time, I assume.
Girl,
right?
I've been here.
How long you been here?
It was 2 months on the 3rd.
Oh, you just got here.
Brand new.
I'm
Okay,
new.
so I thought you been here a little while. So you just got here.
I moved here November 3rd of
Okay.
2024.
Wow.
And today is
Oh,
what, the
wow.
12th or the 11th?
Oh, yeah, your mom name is mad.
They
Wow.
tight. I just got here.
Oh, my goodness.
And you
Yeah.
have built your clientele already.
Literally.
Because you have clients. I saw your page.
Yeah, I do. I got clients. So what happened was, so when the guy, like, kind of, the opportunity presented itself,
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know if I should do it. And God's not uncertain. He's very clear.
Yes.
So I'm okay, God. I'm like, look, if this is for me, bless it. If it's not, close the door, replace all my desires with yours. Like, let's just make this thing work. I made a video on TikTok and said I was a hairstylist from Detroit, living in Atlanta, moving to Dallas. Look out for me.
Yes.
I posted it and turned my notifications off. And like 2 hours later, I had like 500 comments. The next day, I was up to like 1,000 comments. Like I had DMs, text messages. I had like maybe close to 8,000 followers on Instagram. The next day, I had like 10,000 plus. Like, it's
What
and
the
I was
world
like, I
just
got chill bumps
happened?
talking about it, and I'm like,
Girl.
okay, and I'm like, God is real. So then I stopped thinking about it, and then my best friend, we always say like, if God wants you to do something, just prepare for it. So I went and got boxes. Like I'm like, if I'm supposed to move, I'm gonna move. So when it was time
That's
for me
it.
to pack up, baby, I was ready.
It wasn't nothing. You was ready. And it was
Girl,
nothing
that
your
is
family
so
could tell
inspiring.
you.
Like,
No,
to make you
like,
stay.
no, nothing.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? When it's time to go,
It's
and when you
time.
know that it's time to go,
You
Yeah.
know.
I listen. I was like, you know what?
yeah.
Pack it up.
You was
Yeah.
ready.
Because I got came
Can't
to
nothing even
Atlanta.
change your
Yep.
mind because you
Nothing.
already know. Like, you got your confirmation. That's all you needed.
Yeah, that's it. And I just feel like I know for a fact God uses people. He
Yeah.
used a person that's not even
Tied to you.
tied to me or somebody
Shut
that
up.
shouldn't even be talking to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But
you know
you know what I'm saying? God, he will
He will
this is my
use
thing.
anybody.
Yeah.
A miracle. He will
Absolutely.
literally break a natural law to work in his favor for you. So God will do that. And
Yeah.
he's
He can.
done that many times. Because I'm in a position right now that somebody look at me and be like,
How
did you get there? And I'll be like, God. Like, I got a lot of stuff that I'm not supposed to have. And it's not even just materialistic. I got peace that I'm not supposed to have.
That part.
Like, I'm
That's
supposed
the
to be a
most
crash
important-
out right now.
That's
Like,
the
you
most
know?
important
No, I get
part.
it.
Yeah, I have
Yes.
peace. Like, and it's a song, Firm Foundation by Maverick City. Like, I have a peace that I don't even understand.
Absolutely.
I can't put a hold on it, a name, nothing like God.
Yes.
Baby.
Yes. Woo, girl.
Let me
I
tell
already
you
know,
something.
because, baby,
It's on you.
when
That's
my
all I'm
little
gonna
friend
say.
came, baby, that's all I wanted was peace.
Yep.
I didn't care about nothing else.
Nothing else.
And when it's that time, it's time.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you for being so brave.
I'm proud of you for being
some people
obedient.
get obedient,
Thank
yes,
you,
because some
yes.
people do not ever listen and they miss a lot of
Yeah.
opportunities.
And I
because
refuse
of
to
that.
miss my mark. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not doing it. Like,
absolutely.
and that's another thing I've learned just on this journey. I can't make my own plans. The moment about how I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I read a scripture and I can't even tell you what it is verbatim, but it basically just says like any man that thinks that he's gonna go to a new land, make money, sell
Yeah.
something, you a fool. I'm like, I never want to be a fool. Who wants to be a fool? I don't want to do that. So I'm
Yep.
like, you know what? God is in me. I didn't have this thought on my own.
Yeah.
If I'm supposed to feed this thought, give me the strength,
Yep.
the tools, and the peace to handle it.
Yes.
And if it happens, it happens. And I am passenger princess in my Cadillac long sleeve truck, and God is driving.
Oh my God.
So that's me, like, that's me, okay? For sure.
I
That's
love it.
Okay.
Man.
I freaking love that.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
proud of you.
Yes.
And I think I said this on a previous episode, how I feel like God is really moving his people to Dallas. I don't know what it is
I feel
about
like
this place.
that. I really do.
I don't know what it is,
What it
but I have
is.
met so many people with supernatural stories, and they like, I didn't even think I was gonna be
Come
moving
here.
here, and like
Yes.
he was just
No.
like,
Go.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
like,
we all had that same.
Yeah.
It's like we're tied. Everybody's tied to
Tied
almost
together.
the same.
like the
exact
same type of story. Like it's just like
I
faith.
love that. I mean, it's tears in my eyes. Like, I feel like right now you have to, this is the time to get close to him. And you have to
Absolutely.
build.
Absolutely.
Like, we got to stay together. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
And
Because of
time
the
to
time that
unite
it comes.
together, because that's the
Baby.
problem. People are so separated, and that's what I felt like the world was trying to do.
Yeah,
For
they
sure.
lovers
And
of
so we
self.
got to fight against that. Like, oh, girl, that just brought back a sermon that I heard. You know what I'm saying? We got to be disruptive. you know, to the systems that they try to build to us, you know?
Yes.
And so it's real right now. And so I love, and this is our contribution to that. Like whatever we can do, basically, this is our way of bringing it back. You know, we bringing people in, we hearing about the greatness of what God is doing for them, and we're just putting it out there for everybody to see that it's real and to witness it in other people in real life, like real time. 2 months.
2 months.
Like you literally been here 2 months.
2 months. You have clients. You can feel the joy and the peace, like in your spirit. Like your baby look healthy over there. Like
she loves her school. Like I am truly blessed. I love my place where I live.
I was gonna ask you what area are you?
So I'm in East Dallas, so I'm between Lakewood and Highland Park area.
Okay.
So yeah, but when I first moved here, I was staying in Duncanville.
Okay.
Yep. Nope.
No. Look, I said I'm
it's like this is not my tea, babe. Like Starbucks was 20 minutes away, you know.
And if Starbucks is 20 minutes, that tell you.
Like Walmart was the neighborhood store. That's not my tea. Like nothing against it.
No, I get
preference.
it.
Everybody just got a preference.
I am a Target girl. Being from Atlanta, I was a Publix girl. I like Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is only on this side of town. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't have that there. So God was like, okay, cool. Got you here. You safe. You got your money. You got your clients. Pack it on up.
Come on. Get on
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go.
Man, he be having you do some stuff.
That's some extraordinary faith, though, because it got to definitely take you to move to get that reward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people, it takes a while.
You know,
takes some time.
I have no
That's how you strong in your faith.
Yeah, I'm really not scared of anything for real. Like, do I think about it? Like, dang, what could go wrong? But then it's crazy. Like, I'm gonna have all my homegirls watch this. But a homegirl named Lindsay, we've been friends since 7th grade, and she used to always tell me, like, my motto is, you have nothing to lose. I've been saying that since I was like 12 years old. But you really have nothing to lose.
Don't.
Like,
I mean, what's the worst that can
really happen? Like, you're not gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the worst that can happen?
Going back to where you
were, and you already know how to survive.
You know how to survive. So it's like, okay, that's the worst that can happen.
You just gotta have a mindset of how to build. Yeah. If you know how to build, like, you could do anything.
And it's crazy though, because believe it or not, some people don't even know how to build.
Yeah, but we gotta just pray for those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And so that's why hearing you is so amazing. Like to do that, because they like, where, how, you know what? This woman came here on strong faith 2 months ago.
With a child.
So there's no excuses. You need to find a way to make it work for you. You know, keep pushing, keep going out, keep hustling, keep trying, you know. Get on, like you said, get on these social medias. Get strictly transparently from your heart.
Absolutely.
You have no idea. It's so powerful these days, social media.
And it's kind of scary. I'm not gonna hold you up. Like, so, like I said, I used to have a podcast.
Because that never worked for me through TikTok, but I have seen it work for other people, so that's good.
It's only, like, every other video, whatever it's supposed to hit will hit. Like, I don't mind, like, all my videos don't got, like, thousands of views. Like, I don't got that. You know what I'm saying? So I just posted it and I prayed about it.
and it happened.
It did what it was supposed to do.
That
like,
door swung open.
No, real bad. That's why I was just like,
what? Right.
What's going on?
Like, huh? You woke up and was like, what?
My heart was beating fast. I'm like, okay.
But
I'm like, God.
You prayed. So that was why. And he gonna send you them notifications. Like, he gonna.
Yeah, he, like, that's why I like God, and he's sudden. Like, the door, like, the yeses and the no's be hard.
They be
no
maybes. It don't be no maybes.
And what I'm most thankful for is the no's and the closed doors.
Oh my God, the closed doors, Lord.
The protection.
The protection be crazy.
The girl, keeping, you speaking a word.
It's like, real. Dang, it's just like, okay. Granted, it took me a while to get out of here, but you kept me the whole time.
Yeah. The whole time.
Everybody,
girl, we can go on and on.
Yeah, we can. We can.
Cool, right? Now, I was gonna say, like, social media, I'm trying to step back into it. So I used to have a podcast, and it was based on zodiacs.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it was called Something About a Sag. Me and my cousin, we did it together. She was a November Sag. I was a December Sag. And I was on my walk with God getting into the podcast. Like, I was already on my walk. And I'm like, oh my God, the opportunity presented itself. Let's do a podcast.
Yeah.
but I wasn't blessed in the season of that podcast. It's like anything I needed for that podcast, God did not provide.
He didn't do it.
Yeah. The only thing I got was a babysitter. That's all I got out of the podcast.
But
like, hey, can you watch her this day?
Though, you like, okay.
I'm like, something not right. Then my conviction just got so strong. And I just called my cousin one day like, hey, I don't really want to identify as a Sagittarius no more. And she was like, what? That's who we are. We can't do that. I'm like, okay. So I kind of just like sat in it. And I'm like, no, Shelby, stand on your toes on this one. Like,
talk about
we
it.
Not doing this.
Yeah.
So I just felt like I don't want to do it. Like, let's just call it
spade.
spade.
If y'all don't line up in that purpose, it's very clear.
Mm-hmm. It's not gonna work. Especially, boy, when you walking with him, he gonna tell you,
listen,
like,
I was just
this
about to say
ain't
that.
because your whole identity is not no zodiac sign. Period.
Baby, not at all.
Like,
really, your life ain't your
you
life.
more than that.
Forget
all
what
you
you
think.
Yeah, this ain't your life, baby. You gonna do, and then you literally just told me out your mouth, God, I surrender to you. So what did you think that looked like?
Yeah.
He gonna surrender to what you want? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And I had to think about it. Like, even to this day, like, I used to love city girls. I can't stand the sight of looking at them.
I can't even.
And I'm just kind of like, but I used to like them. So I'm talking to my homegirls like, girl, we used to love that song. But deep down inside, I'm like, ugh. Yeah, like, yo,
you
taste
get
get
when you
different.
hear certain stuff. You be like,
I'm
oh
like,
my
oh my
God.
Like, sometimes I slip up and cuss and be like, don't say that. But I got my
same.
child
Girl,
is so
look,
convicted.
I still need
She like,
help
don't
with
say that,
that.
mommy. Like, don't say that. Like, tighten up. Like, don't say it no more. Small camera, let me get it together.
Okay.
But I come from a cursing family.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
grandma used to cuss like a sailor. But I'm like, no, Shelby, that's not who you are. You rebuke that in the name of Jesus. We not gonna put that on you.
It's the growth.
It's the growth, for
That's
sure.
what it is. It's
And I found
definitely the
myself
growth.
sitting on the couch telling my business. Girl, shut up.
Oh yeah, you can't.
That's what it felt like. It's like, I'm like, oh, I would never talk to this boy again because he did
Oh,
this.
see, because the dynamic of the
happened.
podcast.
The dynamic of the podcast, because I
Oh,
just
yeah.
for one episode in particular, we talked about signs we dated that we would never date again, and I talked about a guy who I really, really liked, but he hurt my feelings so bad.
Yeah.
I talked bad about him, and I feel so bad that he ended up seeing it. And to this day, I'm like, I hate that he even seen that, and it's still available on the internet.
See, that's the thing that people need to realize. Once it goes on the internet,
It's
it
so
never
right.
goes away.
It never goes away. So I'm
It
kind
never
of just
goes
like,
away.
dang, like, and it hurts my feelings. I'm not gonna hold you up. I check on him at least like once every 2 weeks, like just making sure you cool. Because I feel like,
'Cause you
granted,
felt
he
bad,
hurt
yeah.
me, but I can't take away the fact that God blessed me with a good heart.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to get me off my character. I'm not a blocker. Like, I'm not blocking nobody. Like, I'm not cussing nobody out. Like, I might stop talking to you for a minute if you really truly hurt my feelings and you did it intentionally.
Yeah.
We not gonna talk, but you probably had a bad day, and I caught a stray.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like sometimes everything don't have ill intent behind it.
Right.
So I got a good heart.
Yeah.
I just care.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel bad. Like I shouldn't have said that. But
Oh,
it's okay. He forgives
Hopefully,
me.
hopefully he hasn't
I was
forgiven
about
her.
to say
So
that.
forgive yourself for it.
I do. I forgive myself for it, but it's just like, dang, Shelby, don't do that no more. So
Yeah.
Forgive yourself for that
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, it was about topics, and so
Yeah.
at least you understood and you was able to correct what you was putting out there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You recognize it. Some people don't even recognize what they be doing. You know, then be honest. How many more topics can y'all have about
Maybe.
zodiac signs?
But we
You
that's
gotta
the
think
crazy.
about that.
We had it like every month. It was a different zodiac season. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So it's
So
kind
it's
of
about
like in
different
May we
ones.
like, hey
Okay.
y'all. In June we like, hey
Oh, okay.
y'all.
So
Yeah.
it's about different ones.
So
and
it's
not
different
just your
ones we
own.
just gave,
Okay.
and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the characteristics and stuff of it. If we knew anybody, you know what I'm saying. So
Got
it was
you.
crazy.
It
a lot.
brought up a good topic though.
It did, and we
Yeah, I can see
monetized
that.
overnight. Like like the topic, the name,
Yeah.
everything. Like we was on TikTok one day. We went live. And we had over 40,000 people watching us on TikTok.
40,000?
I feel
Look,
like that too. If we go live on
40,000.
TikTok, we would too.
Wow.
Honestly, we just don't go live on TikTok.
And this was before we did the podcast. I was just doing her hair. Like every time I did her hair, we would go live. We had over 40,000 people watching us, and they was like, "Y'all should do a podcast." We woke up the next day, and she the kind of person to where like, if you say, "Oh, we doing it," I woke up to a logo. I woke to an
Everything.
EIN number. We had a YouTube page. We
Everything.
had Instagram, TikTok, everything you could think of. And what
She
was
was not
crazy
playing.
is we had did a photo shoot in 2017
Just
together.
use those photos.
And we used them pictures. One day we was like, "You want to just go take pictures?" We like, yeah. And it
And it
clicked.
just
It clicked.
YouTube, like I said, I monetized on TikTok, YouTube, everything overnight.
Wow.
Look, well, you can give us some pointers then.
No, you most definitely.
Listen, God, baby, God, like God.
Yeah,
That's
the point.
Look,
Yeah, I don't got nothing else for you.
You see that? The lineman.
Yeah.
Man,
Yes.
that is so much. That's real good.
Yeah. So I want to talk about you going to cosmetology school twice and why. Like how did that happen?
It's he. So moved from Detroit. I was in college.
Okay.
I'm like, you know what? I found myself skipping class to do hair. I was getting too much money. I'm like, get that psychology class. I don't care how you think. You understand? Like, let's do this. So I ended up, I lost 2 family members the second semester, junior year. And when I got back to school, my professors was just nasty. Like, we don't got your work, da-da-da-da. So I called my daddy. I remember walking out of my sociology class. I wish I could remember the lady's name. I would say it. But if I seen her on the street today, I would know exactly who you are and you're me. She looked me dead in my face and like, I don't know what to tell you. So I left out of her classroom. I called my dad walking over to the registrar's office and said, I'm dropping out. He was like, well, what you gonna do? I'm like, going to hair school.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know where yet, but I'm going to hair school. And I still got the notebook. I wrote it down. I was gonna either go to the hair school in Michigan, I was gonna go to Houston, or I was gonna go to Atlanta. Those are the 3 I wrote down. Paul Mitchell School of Atlanta is where I ended up at, but I wanted to go to Paul Mitchell.
What year did you go?
I went to Paul Mitchell School of Atlanta 2013 and finished in 2014.
My best friend went to Paul Mitchell. But I don't know. It's crazy because I really don't know what year, but it was around that time.
You would probably have to show me a picture of her.
Yeah.
And I went what year we in? I went 2024. We in 2025.
Yes.
I started 2023 and finished in 2024. Wow. So I had to go back twice.
Wow.
So I went back twice because I left Detroit after dropping out of school, knew I wanted to go to hair school, and finished the program, graduated, but I played. So it wasn't a law before 2016 that when you graduate, you gotta take your test within 2 years after your graduation date. That didn't used to be a thing. I finished in 2014. The law became a thing in 2016. So I'm like, dang, like I didn't get a heeds up. So it's like my credit hours was gone. Everything was gone. And I'm telling myself like, I had been doing hair for so long. Now, like I've been out of school, my clientele booming. I'm already in the salon suite. Me and my other homegirl went to hair school with. Like, we was thriving. I ain't need to go back there. Like, I didn't need to take my test because I've been doing so good. Could have gave up, but I didn't.
Easily been like, forget it, I ain't doing that again.
But about 9 years later, I got an opportunity to work on set doing hair. So I'm getting in contact with these people. The ladies tell me, okay, cool. Like, I like your work. I'll go ahead and put you on into the union. Just send me over a copy of your license.
Wow.
When I tell you
Didn't have a license
on a parade, I'm like, but Lord, you know, I went. And this was in the beginning of my walk. Because I was working in the strip club, bartending. God got me out of there. Like, he pulled me by my teeth.
Yes.
Like, you got to go. Like, get up out of here. Like, you depending on the money. Like, come on, you got to get out of here. So he pulled me out of that. And then I got the opportunity to work on set. And I got turned down. And I'm like, God, like, what the heck am I supposed to do? Like, you know, I don't want to be behind a chair no more. I want to make a better living for my child. What am I supposed to do?
Yep.
So I went to like a little seminar or something like that. And it was a panelist with Alonzo Arnold, Tokyo Styles, Pound Cake who do makeup, Cliff Vermeer, and they were all on a panel or whatever. And the people in the audience were able to get up and ask questions, and a girl got up and asked the question and was like, what would you tell a stylist that's in our position when we feeling stagnant and we feel like we not going nowhere? What's something you could recommend us to do? Alonzo fixed his lips. He had on this big pink dress. She had on this big pink dress and was sitting like this and said, baby, sometimes you got to start over.
Oh.
And I was just like, I don't want to start over.
And it was straight to the point.
I don't want to start over. When I tell you, I sat there and cried horribly. And I was there by myself.
Yeah.
Like, my homegirl was bartending. She's like, you got to come here. And I was supposed to do something that day with a guy. And he stood me up. But I was where I needed to be at that point in time.
Right.
He spoke that so loud. I ended up winning a raffle to Bali that day at that event. Never went to Bali.
What?
Never went to Bali.
Goodness.
I would have to look. I can't even think of the name, but the people who I was supposed to go through with. But I've been texting and emailing it for a really long time, and it's a law with that. So we gonna get them.
Yeah.
Because I never went.
She needs to go to Bali.
I need to go
there.
End up winning the raffle, and I left that day. I reapplied for the exact same school I went to, Paul Mitchell School of Atlanta. And I got in. That was July that happened. I started September 11th. I I had got an eviction notice 2 days before I started school. The odds were just against me.
Yeah.
It was just like, I'm like, but I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But every time you obedient, the enemy is gonna come in like, let me get you off track because you supposed to be back in the club. Like, let me knock you off your square. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that. So
make you double think, rethink.
Yeah, and I wasn't doing that. Went into that classroom, and my teacher was a student from the time I was a student in 2013, 2014. And she looked over and was like, you look so familiar. And I'm looking like, please do not say where you know me from. Like, please don't say nothing.
You looking like,
and when I had to stand up and introduce myself, she was like, you're Shelby. I knew it. She was like, you was here. And I'm like, I know. And then another lady had got hired to be a teacher. And she walked to me and was like, do you remember me? I'm like, yeah, I do. She was a student at the same time. And she remembered what I said to her years ago in hair school. I believe in aliens now, but she told me, like, remember when you told me I was stupid for believing in aliens? I'm like, you remember that? Girl, like, why you remember that? But me and her now, Miss Lee, I love her. We like super tight. Yeah. She's the best instructor I've ever had in my life. But did the program. It was a 13-month program, finished in 11 months. And I scheduled to take my test. Didn't take it yet, but I'm scheduled. So that's all important.
So we gonna hold you to that. We're not playing with you.
No, listen, baby, I'm not playing. I've come too far to stay right here. Because God told me I'm not like, because you gotta follow order.
Absolutely.
You have to follow order.
Yes.
There's no shortcuts unless he makes a
You
shortcut
have to
for
follow
you.
order is the word.
So so that's that.
So now that you had to do that through Atlanta, so what is the requirements for you to come here and do the test?
So Texas offers reciprocity. So as long as I get my license in Georgia, I can't take my state board here because I did my testing. I did my school in there. So I got to take my test in the state of Georgia and then reciprocity.
Okay.
But it's 1,500 hours there and then only 1,000 here though.
Yeah. That's the good thing about it is that it don't matter. You way over there anyway.
Yeah. Okay, good. So that's that, girl. So that's how I ended up there twice being irresponsible.
Listen, I understand. I had to do hair school 3 times.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Where'd you go?
Girl, that was the journey. I went in Kansas City. I was in Olathe is where I graduated from, but I started in Kansas City, Missouri. Then I went to one in Johnson County. It was like Overland Park. And then that one didn't work out. So then I finally, when I was like tired and I said, this is my last time, I went to Olathe and I just knocked it all out.
Period.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was determined at that point. And at that time I had a son, so he was young.
Yeah.
So that kept stopping my process because I had to make sure he was in the best care. So I would get frustrated, so I had to work and then back. So I get about the 3 times though. Like I got so much of a story. It's crazy.
Girl. But it be well worth it though. Cause when did I learn something the second time? Yes.
Yeah.
I learned that I went back there because I wanted to work on set.
Oh, and I'm going to tell you this. I failed the first time. I took that by 1 point.
Oh, I would have been tight.
I was so
I would have see the scoreboard. Like, what did I do wrong?
But then let me tell you how mad I was. I went back and studied so bad. I said, I'm an overly pass. And girl, when I tell you I got 99.9%. When I went back the next, I said, I knew I was not playing. Girl, I was mad.
Yeah, I'm like, I refuse.
Turn around when I took it the second time, you know how they mix the questions up for you? I got the easy questions the second time.
I'm praying for that. I am praying for that.
So it's gonna be easy. You got it.
I'm telling you, like, it's so crazy how your story got so many twirls and swirls. Yeah. So I had to put that in your heart to let you know, like, girl, overly practice because, girl, I just knew I was gonna get it, but you got it, girl. That's just my little story so you can laugh in your head. Like, girl, she said 1 point.
1 point. See, and I refuse. I absolutely refuse. But I can say, like, the second time I went back to hair school, I'm not gonna say I didn't learn anything. I bettered myself because I went back to hair school thinking that I'm just here for my paperwork so I can go work on set.
That's exactly how you're
gonna
always
I'm only here for my paperwork. Like I got this down pat. Like don't worry about me. Like
but
I've been doing it
every time.
I was booked every day in hair school. So the first 10 weeks you in the classroom, and then after that you got on the floor. Baby, the day I got on the floor, I never switched my station. I kept my station set up. I had my hot plate there. My pressing con was there. Like this is my station. And don't move my stuff. I don't care what day I'm not here. Don't you touch my stuff
because I'm gonna have clients coming in.
Don't you touch my stuff. But I learned that I was supposed to be an instructor the second time. So I'm like, okay, cool, because so many people gravitated towards me. Like, I still got babies there now. Like, granted, they're adults, but they're my babies because they're like 19, 20. So they check on me. I check on them. Like, they look to me like, hey, Shelby, how do I do this? How should I do this? Like, time management, booking the clients. Like, my client retention is top tier. I say all the time, if I didn't know how to do hair, I would still have clients.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still have them. My time management is off the chain. The experience is top tier. Like the conversation's great. My character is amazing. Like,
that conversation.
So it's kind of like, no, we lit. So that's my next step.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get from behind the chair, and I want to be able.
I was just gonna ask you.
I'm giving. Like, I'm gonna give.
You giving it, baby. You giving it. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna give Dallas about 2 more years. Okay. Like behind the chair, I'm gonna give it 2 more years, and my job in the world, it ain't just in Dallas, but I'm gonna start here in Dallas. Yeah. What we're missing in our industry is the care for the client. Don't nobody care about the client.
Baby, don't nobody care about the. She already. That was a question we were gonna ask you. So it's great that we just want to listen, baby. I ain't got nothing else.
We ain't gotta ask you nothing.
Come on, let us know.
Her girl, nobody
taking up all our questions.
I love it.
I love being here, girl. So no one cares for the care of the client at all. Like I feel bad listening to girls on TikTok. Like she was late. I didn't get my deposit
back.
Bad attitude, nasty. How could you not love the people that's paying your bills?
Yes.
Like, if it was not for my client, I swear I wouldn't have 4 wheels to drive on, baby.
But that's the difference between licensed people that went through school to.
But baby, I'm not licensed.
You went through school and training. These are people that just was gifted, probably didn't know how to do it, but they never had no type of training, no type of like customer service skills, nothing.
But sometimes
they do though. That's what I'm saying. Like I know a girl. I know a few girls that are licensed and been licensed,
and that's true.
And they attitude nasty. It's like, why you like that? I don't like that you like that. You get what I'm saying? It just puts a bad taste in the client's mouth because since I've been here, of course all these girls are new. I'm meeting new people every day. They got PTSD. They like,
the first appointment.
I'm rubbing shoulders. I'm like, how you doing? Like, relax. So you know what I'm saying? Like, we love you here. You understand? Like, there's like, please calm down. So my job in my ministry, and I'm gonna let God use me in this. I am doing character building and technique sharpening with all licensed cosmetologists.
I love that.
Because if you not licensed, you gotta go get it. I can't give you that.
So now I'm gonna have you speak at my school.
I can't wait to speak at your school. I would love to.
I cannot wait for you to talk to my students.
I
can see it. Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm having a vision.
Why did you get that vision?
Actually, I'm saying she running the whole program. You might as well go ahead and find something else to do.
Whatever you need, since I'm there. I love teaching. Okay. Like, I love teaching. I love all things hair.
So many people that is like.
That's what I'm saying. You have everybody between her and Bree.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to meet my best friend.
So is Bree the one that was on the podcast that you sent me?
That's my best friend.
Yeah, for sure. Bree. I watch Bree. I love you, girl.
Yes. You have to meet Bree.
There, girl. Even Janice is talking about it. I'm like, I am getting blessed.
Listen,
it's just putting out.
You gotta ask God.
You really do. But I have
with the
resources.
Yes, with the and it's been coming. And once I put it out there, I don't say it no more. I just allow it to happen.
Because you can't talk about it. Like, once you give it to God, once you get to talking about it, He's not gonna do it because it's like, why do you keep talking about it? And you gave it to me. You don't got that much control, little girl. Sit down.
That's why I understand now why I opened the school.
I know. And that's so crazy. I told myself I want to open a beauty school. I want to open a beauty school. But when I thought about it, I'm like, no, I don't want to be the person where you come get your hours. I want to be an impactor. I want to be able to come in and minister to young girls or young boys, whoever just aspire to be great in this industry because it's so much money. Yes. And I ain't even touched it, but I care.
Yeah.
Like, I care. And then it's pissing me off, girl. In the state of Georgia, do you know you don't need a license anymore to work in a salon unless you want to work with chemicals?
Did they really pass that?
Did they?
Mm-hmm. That is
As
crazy.
of February, it's going to be done.
I'm surprised that nobody fought for that.
We did. We signed petitions. They asked me at my school to be the voice of it. Like, go down there. They don't care about us. They let somebody in a suit. A Caucasian person in a suit, a man at that, to dictate how much money and what we do behind our chair.
You know why? They want to have their hands.
Yeah, but it's one of the most important. I don't care if you know how to curl, lay an edge, a lace wig, a cut.
Money in it.
If you don't know about the sanitation and the infections and all of that stuff or what you doing, baby, you done for. That's why girls don't got edges. Take the lace front off. It's movie hair.
Take it off.
It's movie hair.
But
Like,
you
it's
know, I'm
literally
so
for
glad that
sex.
we're getting out of that. We're
Me
moving
too.
slowly.
We're
We love a good
moving
leave out.
We
We
actually
do. We love a good leave out.
We want the natural.
Yeah.
Please,
Please.
like, yes.
That's why I'm so glad that era is going away. You have no idea. I'm
Yep.
so glad about it. I won't even install a wig.
Girl, listen.
I don't
Unless
even know
you
how
just
to.
got alopecia.
I totally get it. I totally
Unless
get it.
you got alopecia.
Yeah, like
Yep.
you, if the insurance company not calling me for your wig, baby, I'm not giving it to
Don't
you.
even come to me no more about
No,
that.
and it's literally no shade to the girls that do it, but it's just one of those things to where we
It's
have to
just
start
beyond it.
caring
We gotta
Yeah.
get back
about
to the
our
integrity-
people.
Yeah,
About
we
our
gotta
people.
get back to the integrity of the hair.
We need
period.
to start being beauticians again, babe,
Oh,
and using
yeah.
cigarette ashes to get hair dye off and sea breeze to clean scalps. We not doing that no more. Like sometimes, like the stuff
That's
that's
a new
not
one
even
to me.
in
I ain't
stable.
seen that.
You ain't never seen
I
that?
ain't seen
No.
a cigarette.
Me the
Cigarette ashes. If you got like color residue or hair dye residue left on like the scalp or the edges, choose some cigarette ashes, baby, and just.
Girl, shut up.
I had no
I
idea.
ain't never heard
Well, baby,
that
I
one.
Did
know
you
where to
grow
get-
up in a hair salon?
Yes. But we didn't do all, I mean.
Nah, I ain't see that one.
Girl,
Detroit
listen,
probably had a
that's
whole
what
other
it was.
They
deal
had they
going
smocks
on.
on with Newports and Cools
Shut
and
up.
Virginia
No.
Slims in the pocket, baby.
I
What?
love it though.
Absolutely.
Like pants
But
with
how in
these.
the world did it get from there in the pocket to up there? That's what I'm still flowing.
How to
about.
do what?
How to get from the pocket to the up the top of the head?
Wait, so do you have
From
to
the Newport
You
to the
smoke
top
it.
of
You
the
gotta
head.
smoke the. You gotta
And
smoke it to
then
get the
rub it
cigarette
up
ashes,
in.
and you just rub it on
Yeah,
in.
but I'm just like, that's how I
Never knew.
discovered that. That's what I'm
Baby,
saying.
listen, I don't know. We need to take it back to the Jet Beauty
We really
magazines
do, though.
that was in the
Like, cause what happened to all of that though?
That was
the
so
pusher
fun.
man.
It was so fun.
We have taken away the
fun.
culture.
The culture.
culture
Of
of
the
itself.
actual hair salon, like the fact that y'all have an open floor salon, this excites me. It makes me feel like, oh
See,
my
you
god,
just-
like let's do it. I work in an open floor salon downtown, love it, and she
Love
offered
it.
me a suite. She like, it's a suite down there, but
But
nobody
nobody
wants to work.
wanna be in
I'm
there.
like, I don't want to be
You
down
like,
there
I
by
wanna be-
myself.
Yeah.
Like, and I
See,
love the
this
girls
is
I
what
work
feel
with.
Like this is how I know that it's gonna come back.
It's coming
that
back.
Open concept is coming back. 'Cause
It has
when
to.
I came here with nothing but suites, and I'm like, why is everybody so
Yeah.
segregated?
Girl, I worked in a suite for 10 years straight, and it was cool because I had my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like my
Yeah.
homegirl who do nails
I
across the
couldn't
street.
stand it.
I kept
practiced
my
on
door open.
claustrophobic,
Yep.
though.
Kept my door open, and I was the one like, "Hey Shelby, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Like, you need this, you need that." Like, if I didn't have clients, I'm in your room, you in my room.
Yeah.
You don't got
Yeah.
clients. So our community in the salon suites were good, but once I got a taste of the open floor salon, I'm like,
I ain't going back.
Never want to go back
Yeah.
to that because I'm bored. Like my hot plate went out yesterday. Ty next to me had her hot plate.
Yeah.
So
I
you were able
plugged
to
her
use
stuff
it.
up before she even got there. So she was, I'm like, Ty, plugged in your hot plate. Mine died. Like I can't.
Yeah.
She like, you good, but if I
Yep.
was in a suite,
You wouldn't be
I'm
able to have
screwed.
it.
You screw. It's
How I'ma
like,
press
who
these
can
girls'
you
edges?
ask? Yeah.
I can't
Yep.
ask nobody, so I love it. Like, hey, I don't got this. Can I borrow this? Like, and
That's
I'm
the
even
thing.
open. Like, it's
Instead
just
of running to the store, you gotta go figure. You know, you can't do that.
You
gotta
can
climb
depend
from
on
the 5
somebody
minutes.
that's
You like-
already there.
You
yeah,
already
we
there.
listen.
It's like
I love the open floor
so
salon.
it's so much. It's so much to our open concept. So I just love to hear when other people talk about it because at first I felt like I was in the only one
only
by
one.
myself.
Oh no,
like,
baby,
feeling
I
like that.
stand with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
turn me up. We
Yeah.
can have on smocks with the name on
Yeah.
it. I'm here for that. Like, let's get it together. Like, with
I
the
love
smocks
it.
on it. Take
Yes.
me back to the reception
Take
Yeah.
me
book.
back with the book. Like
Had
you
a
just come
boutique in the
they
front.
already
You
got
know what I'm
it.
saying?
Girl, have it all in.
I need the man coming in selling food.
Thank
The
you.
lady with the
Can we-
bags.
thank you.
Like,
Can
those
we
were
have
the
a table at the front
days.
selling cookies and
Anything.
the shop assistant, not just your
shop
assistant.
assistant.
Yes,
But
it's
the
coming to
shop
help
assistant.
everybody that's there.
That's
The shop
key.
assistant.
Because, baby, they
Take
help
that
that back. They help that back
It-
out.
Because, baby,
Please
Go
shampoo my
shampoo
clients.
for me, yes.
I can't grade her
I can't
down.
believe
Yeah.
that we moved from that. Like that is crazy.
It's because
to me.
the people got greedy. Why am I paying you anything when I could just do? But not only did they cut the assistant out, they cut the shampoo out, boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody shampooing hair no
Girl,
more.
No, they
but
not.
that's the part
And
that's
it's
the
illegal.
problem. That is
It is.
definitely crazy.
You could lose your license doing
Yeah,
that.
they're
Like,
not doing
'cause
it because
that's
a lot
not-
of them, you know, I think, I don't know. I guess it's the girls with the braiding permits or
it ain't
something,
even
maybe.
that. And it's the time. It's one of those
Yeah.
things. Because I'm not gonna hold you up.
Yeah,
A
they
good
wanna-
shampoo with a blow dry, it's a good 35 to 40
Yeah,
minutes.
it is.
Especially if you're doing it right with
It
a hydration
is.
treatment and everything
Yes.
included. So if I'm doing, say I got 4 clients in a day and I got to shampoo all of them, that's an extra 2 hours I'm gonna be
Yes.
working. If I can
Yep.
cut them 2
But that's
hours
a
out
part
by
of
taking
it.
another client, they gonna do it. But that's when you do it for the money. I even said this before. If you doing hair for the money,
You gonna hate it.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
No,
Because
seriously.
you're never
Say it
gonna
one more
live
time,
life
because I think they
correctly.
need to hear it
If
again.
you doing money for the hair, get out. Like you have to
Yeah.
love.
You have to
love it.
You gotta love it.
Yes, you do.
You gotta
It has
love
to
the
be in
people.
you, and it has to.
Yes, you
But
have to love the
honestly,
people.
I honestly feel like this. People need to see this, that y'all can try to cut it out, but if you, like you said, you in an open concept salon, and everybody pay a certain amount a week to pay for an assistant to come in there and do it for you.
It's nothing.
You don't have to worry about the shampoo.
don't.
You don't have to worry about none of that.
You constantly keep booking your clients where it needs to be, because you already know she gonna be back there shampooing in 30 minutes.
Man,
who can
and you can get in an extra client
And
or
baby,
two.
You can get in an extra
listen,
client, like-
I used to be a shop assistant. Like I was the shop
Yes.
assistant in high school and in college, and then I had a cousin who actually moved to Houston. She didn't want me to come to Atlanta. She wanted me to go to Houston. They moved to Houston the same year I moved to Atlanta. I was her shop assistant. She like, no, you need to just come with me. I'm like, no, I kind of want to do my own thing.
Yeah.
But baby,
People need to learn how to work
I learned my
together, though.
time
Like,
management,
yes.
time
Management.
teamwork
Yes.
by being with her. Her everything. She's the hair guru. She was silk. She could do a silk press, baby, in 20 minutes, and you gonna bounce and behave on the way out.
Baby.
Baby. And listen, the products is lit. Like hair is laid.
Everything.
Like not a hair out of place.
Place, okay?
Yeah.
And
it's
baby,
still
though,
right
as soon as you go outside, the wind just hit you. She
Yeah.
did that
She's
color.
a-
She taught me everything
so
I knew.
silly.
Like even before I got to hair school. But if you don't have that shop assistant and
Yeah.
the integrity to really do great, you're not gonna prosper in this
And it's
game.
just sad to say. I'm like, they need to get back to that, because for one, I feel like everybody that gets into this industry needs to experience that.
You have to.
Need to experience it, and that's why I was like, I know people looked at me crazy. I know people saw me crazy, but I'm like, I'll be that crazy because I truly believe in it. I really truly believe in it, because I know what shaped me.
Absolutely.
I know what shaped me a lot. That's why a lot of people have to start all over again, because then they move up too fast and trying to go into a step that they're not ready for.
Not ready for.
And then they get up in there, want to be their own boss. They have this whole thing and want to be a boss and do their own thing and not have to deal with people. But let me tell you something. You have to deal with people regardless. You have to deal with rules.
Regardless.
You have to deal with working with people. That just comes with it. If you can't work with people, you can't even get service clients. Them are people. Like, so at the end of the day, quit giving them excuses about, you know, I just ain't got time for all this, and people, you worried about the wrong stuff. Worry about yourself and your business.
If the boss not giving you rules, your client
everybody's going to give you some
because everybody
type of
got
rules.
boundaries. That's just what it is. Like, I got clients that don't scratch my scalp. Like, don't do this. I don't like a cape. I don't like, but it's just, it's rules out here. That's what life is. Life got rules.
And it really, you gotta learn how to work as a team.
You have to.
And that's just
It's important.
any way in life. Like you can what you're doing may work for a little bit of time. But eventually,
if you want to grow,
you gotta be able to
period.
be in a team.
If you
This
want to
is
grow,
a
you need
word.
people.
Shout out to Darius Daniels,
Darius
Pastor
Daniels.
Darius.
Ooh, shout out.
Daniels.
I love
Listen,
him.
Pastor Darius Daniels. Your dream is only as big as your team.
Ooh.
Period. You cannot do it by yourself.
Your dream is only as big as your
That's
team.
been the word for the day.
That's the word
What
for
you
the
think?
day.
I don't want to do it by myself.
No.
I can't
You
do
don't
it by myself.
even want to do it by yourself.
I don't want to. And
No.
it's like God is going to bless us with the resources and the team of people
Absolutely.
that we need to get us
To the
to where
next
we need to
level.
be at. And that's just what it is. And I ask
believe
that God
it.
removes anybody that's in our circle. I'm
Anybody.
going to pray for
Yes.
y'all peace and strength to deal with whatever God going to
Absolutely.
close y'all doors.
Thank you.
But if it's undermining his will for us, I ask that he take it away.
Absolutely. I'm with you in agreement.
Like,
Because
yes,
I'm telling you,
like-
that's all I pray. And that's why I said I just sit and wait for them times to come, because I don't want to go past, on my own understanding. That's not going to work for me.
Yeah, it
I've
don't
done that
work.
plenty of times.
Me too. It
It
never
don't
worked.
It didn't work for me.
It never worked.
It
Never
so
do.
therefore,
Yep.
I feel like it will align with what my wants is going to come.
Absolutely.
So, yes, I love it. Girl, you were so good.
I love it.
Look at Shelby. Girl, we
Baby.
got to put a card together. Like, we even got to pick up no
know.
words. Like, what?
I love it. It was just so natural.
This
I
is
love
so
it.
great.
Yes. I told all my friends, I'm like, yo, I gotta do a podcast today. And I'm getting interviewed.
They're gonna be
Like,
so excited to
so
see
excited.
it.
You
I
know
can't
what?
wait.
And we just want them to tune in that love everything that is given out. Because I'm
Yes.
telling you, so many people gonna be blessed by this episode.
Yeah, no, they are.
Like literally, like you came in, the energy was great. You come in, you just laying it all out. You talk about
A true
it's
leader.
just genuine. It's authentic, and it's like that's what we want to make sure we bring out here. We want to make sure that you just be you. You don't have a platform where you could just
Yes.
That's it. That's why I like being a hairstylist.
Oh,
I
girl,
could,
Cause you can be
myself. Like I could, and I even picked up another job, y'all, and I like it for the benefits. Like I love it. But telling me what to do and what time to be there just
it kind of rub you.
But let me tell you something. But God is like, be diligent. You told me you needed this. I know that you need this, so just do it.
Look, we all came across that at one point. And
Girl, I had like 60 jobs in my life. I ain't never made it past the probationary period.
Never.
Girl, listen, I done did it, but one thing I always stick with bartending though. I haven't did it in a while since the Lord got me out.
Girl, we can do anything. We sat back and talk about like what kind of job
I would be a server or a bartender.
Because we like fast
Want to
money.
make money
like,
every day.
My ringtone used to be spend a check and get it right back. But then I had to stop living like that because if my tire broke down today, baby, I need to be able to pay for it.
Yes.
I can't. I'm just like, I got 7 quick weeks tomorrow.
Like, girl, like, let's just get out. It's just gonna turn your hustle up. You just gotta turn that hustle up some other way. Like, what you know, you better figure it out, reroute, do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah,
to make
what
it
you gotta
happen.
do. So, yeah, I'm just doing everything gracefully. It's like, okay, God, like, I'm just have a good heart with this. I'm just listen and just be nice. I'm not gonna complain.
Just stay the course.
Stay the course.
Just stay the course.
Stay on that. Wait a minute. We cannot shut this off without talking about a book.
Oh yeah,
we have
to talk about the book.
So we got to talk about a book.
Yes.
I
love it. So this is my edited version that came in, but it's called Who Is He?
Okay.
Who He Is.
Who He Is.
Yes, Who He Is. It's a book literally, and I just kind of highlighted the 8 characters of God as far as like Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Shalom, like Jehovah Ra. I just put all of that in perspective in the terms that we will understand of what it looks like for God to be our banner, for God to provide for us, for God to be our shepherd. Like, what does it mean for God to be our shepherd? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
because for those who don't know,
don't know, but it's kind of like if you really do the research of how like He shepherds us,
He does.
Like, I'm so grateful. And I seen a post on TikTok the other day that said, like, God is a girl dad. I received that. Because He don't play about His babies.
No, He don't.
Like, especially me, I ain't gonna hold you. God be like, you know what? You messed with her. Let me put you on down back behind.
That is funny.
So I just put it in, like, it's literally, it's a
it.
short read, y'all.
Yeah,
like,
we
and
love
to know where to go get that.
where can we find
on
it?
Amazon. Just
Okay.
type in Who He Is on Amazon, Shelby Taj, and it'll pop up. I even got like little note section in the back.
I love
to
that.
take notes. It's a
You
prayer in the
definitely wanna
back.
have
Like,
that.
it's just one of those things where I don't like. I'm not gonna say I don't like because I never want to just talk about religion based off feeling. I don't think that it's correct to only put God in certain areas in your life. I've been that person. I would never put God in my relationships because I want to dibble and dabble outside. God, I'm not calling you for this. Like, I'm going to just talk to Him. I know you don't want me to be here, but I'm going to entertain Him.
Do what I
so I got put in my place real quick with God.
Girl.
And He like, look, get over here. Like, you not in the snatch, baby. Thank God for the snatch.
For me, baby.
God will pull me back. Like I said, He pulled me out the club by my teeth, baby.
Yeah.
He's like, get out of here.
Get on.
So we should have God in every area
of our life.
So
like,
true.
I don't want Him just in my relationship, just in my job, just in my finances, just as me being a parent.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't have Him all across the board, I'm never gonna reach my full potential. I'm not. So it's like, okay, cool. Like, all right, I'm gonna just sit back and I have to tell other people because like. It was hard for me to really understand. I don't follow direction very well. Like, you can ask my parents. Like, it was Shelby, sit down for what? Why? Why do I have to sit down? And it was the simplest thing for telling me to do anything. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm absolutely not doing it. So it's hard for me to be obedient. So when I finally got on the path of being obedient, I'm like, I got to tell other people this. Because I'm going to brag about my testimony because I want to be the walking evidence that God works. Like, the walking evidence. And I'm going to say this again. I got stuff I'm not supposed to have. By society, by paper, by my name, by my finances, I ain't supposed to have it, but God.
Ooh,
that's
you
what I'm
said
saying.
a whole scripture.
But God.
Look, I just have to suck it all up.
Yes, so Amazon, I got Kindle.
Okay.
So I got the ebook. So you get it on Kindle.
Good.
Barnes and Noble, Nook.
Okay.
iBooks. What else is on? Lulu Bookstore.
Okay.
And you can actually purchase the hard copy if you got Amazon Prime. It'll come in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Like, who he is.
Yes.
I love
And I'm
it.
so proud of it.
Yes.
You
How old
told
is
me
this?
that
How old
is
is your baby?
so-
My baby. I started her in September of last year.
Okay.
And I posted a video
she
like,
fresh.
y'all, I wrote a book. And I recorded that video in October of last year. But I was nervous and was going based off my old ways. Because it was hard for me to be consistent with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do something, but I would never finish with it.
Yeah.
But God, like, girl, you not about to sit on this.
Yeah.
Like, get
Go
up.
ahead and get it out.
Stand
Absolutely.
up. Like, stand up is what he told me to do. So, yeah, I went through Fiverr. They helped me do all the editing. I got a homegirl named Brittany. She's an author. So, she helped me through the whole
that's so
process.
good.
My homeboy Arthur that I do my podcast with, he helped me with everything. And I'm actually recording an audiobook with my voice.
Oh, that's gonna be so
He was like, you should do it. I'm
love
like, you know what? But the thing, like, it's written in a way I would talk.
Yeah.
Like, the
Yeah.
introduction started
That's
off with
what's
like,
gonna be the dope
hi
part about
guys.
it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just me. Like,
Yeah.
hi guys.
It's gonna be her own voice. That's gonna be cute.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man, we proud of you, Shelby,
We
and all the
are.
work you're doing.
you.
You have an amazing spirit.
Yes.
I'm
Thank you
just
so
grateful
much.
to. Today has just been amazing.
Look, I feel like a happy auntie or something like
I love it. We definitely want to support you with the book, so I'm gonna go make sure
I
I
wanna go
get my
get it.
copy.
Please do.
And man, this has just been so good.
It's so
The
nice.
time don't even be making sense how we be still needing to be here. It's just going like it's like when you having fun, why?
I know. Why?
Like, listen, Janet Jackson said it great. Funny how time flies when you're
you
It
having
really
fun.
do. It really
Baby.
that's a true fact.
True
Yes.
statement.
Well, let everybody know where to find you, where to get the book. You know, anything you want to put out there, let them know.
Oh, yay. Hi, guys. Again, I am Shelby. You can find me on TikTok as Shelby Taj. That's SHELBYTAJ. I'm pretty sure it'd be in the lower thirds. Instagram, Shelby Taj _ My hair page is Kendall, KYNDAL, AND. CLARKE _ Kendall and Clark. That's my business name. That's my baby and my niece. They're my favorite people in the whole wide world. And yeah, my book, Who He Is, Amazon. I'm gonna send a link to y'all if y'all could like post it or put it somewhere.
Yeah,
It'll be
for
good.
sure.
So
Yep.
yep, Amazon. Get it, support it. It's $9.99 and it is a short read and it's really good and it's just gonna put you in perspective of where you need to be with God and understand what He does in our life and every promise that is written is really true. And the only way to get it is through Jesus Christ.
Amen.
So find Him.
Oh my
And love
God.
yourself and just go through life with a good heart. That's really
Yes.
all we gotta do.
Absolutely.
Love, live, and lead like Jesus. Shout out
Yes.
to my pastor in Atlanta, Dr. Darius Davis.
Yes.
Amen.
I love him.
Thank you so much. Guys, don't forget to tune into our YouTube channel, Salon Talk Literally. Follow us on IG. We love you guys. Thank you.
Bye.